waiting for the last connecting passengers. Once they are here, we will be going on our way.
So I have now been here for a few days. I arrived on Sunday. Unfortunately, my flight was a bit of a pain. I basically left from Oulu early in the morning, and I got to the airport only to find out that, right, so your flight has changed and you land in Helsinki after the flight from Helsinki leaves. So this is going to be a bit complicated. So basically for the next day, I was just sort of going from one place to the next and waiting forever. And instead of arriving in Iceland around 3 o'clock, I arrived 10:30 at night, which was unfortunate because the airport is kind of far away from the city. And to be able to get to the city, you have to take a bus or a taxi or rent a car. However, we're not allowed to take the normal public transport because of COVID rules. So they've got a special bus, airport shuttle bus, and that only goes twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon. So when you're there in the middle of the night, so basically I had to take a taxi, because believe me, it is not cheap. So yay, great start to coming to an expensive country. And now for the next 5 days, I've got to wait. I had to get a COVID test at the airport, and yay, I'm negative. It's funny how it's positive to be negative, but this is how it is. So now for 5 days, I'm stuck quarantined, but you know, it's not too bad. Let me show you a bit around over here. Right, so this is my apartment. As you can see, the view is not too bad. We've got a really nice living room over here. I've got my Switch set up over there. My roommates are not here at the moment, so I thought I'd take the chance to do this now quickly. Ooh, it's a little bit dark, so I hope you bear with me. But we've got the kitchen over here. We've got Laura's room there, Lee's room there. Ooh, it is really dark in here. Let's try to see if we can... Now this is better. Let's see. Bathroom, and oh my god, we have a bath. I am very excited about this. This is pretty good news. Okay, and then we've got my room over here and my setup. And not to mention, there's Elliot. We've been told that apparently Icelanders are not that great when it comes to public transport. So apparently there are a lot of cars and everybody has a car around here. Continuing on. Iceland so far seems really nice. University should get started soon as well, and we're all very eager to be able to get outside and get to see the rest of the world around here a bit. Alright, and we are now officially heading out because our final roommate, Lee, he has finally tested negative for corona. We can actually all go out, which we've been so badly looking forward to. Like, we've just so much desperately wanted to get, out of those four walls. Not that there's anything wrong with the apartment, because it's actually a really, really lovely place that we're staying at. It's just, thank you. It's just that it gets really tiring after a while. And so I think right now we're heading to a place where we can, I suppose, get something to eat. Something to drink. Yeah, definitely need to get at least a beer or two. Yeah. But I guess nothing wild. I mean, this is still Corona times, so it's still good to be responsible. We're going this way. All right. Hello again. So if you look around here, finally it's not raining. This place is beautiful. I'm just going on a walk at the moment. Hey God, do you want to come and say hi over here? That's my roommate, Laura.
Yay!
But you should see like my reaction. We came outside, I'm like, oh my God, look at the mountain.
Call that a mountain.
Exactly, so that was quite amusing. But yeah, so now walking around a bit, it's pretty here, you know. It's funny seeing so many cars, like everybody has a car over here. But still it's nice. Oh my God, let's see, can you see the mountains in the background there? Yes, mountains.
I know that.
Hey, I hope that you're able to hear me at the moment. I'm trying to speak a little bit louder just in case, because busy walking next to the big road, as you can see. So therefore, obviously, cars are making a lot of noise. It's funny, I was talking with a friend earlier today, and she was asking me that would I consider this a big road? And I mean, obviously, compared to, you know, some of the roads that I've seen in South Africa, which are gigantic, this is obviously smaller. But I would still consider it a big road. If I turn the camera this way, you can see there's lots of traffic happening. And then of course there's the cars thing. Cars. The car. Car.
A car.
Oh, person on a bicycle. This is exciting. Woohoo! Bicycle, yes. Go you. You're making a difference in the world. No, I'm joking. But at the same time, it's true. I mean, I think it's sad when people have to take a car for very short distances. I mean, of course, don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying that there's a, you know, problem with driving a car. Of course, if you're going a longer distance, especially if you're in the countryside, there's not really much that you can do about it.
A car update.
I've been going on quite a lot about cars and how there's so many of them here and why aren't people walking or cycling. Because the way it works here is they are importing a lot of electric cars, right? So there's a bunch of Teslas that you see around here, and actually more than half of all the newly registered cars last year alone were either hybrid or fully electric cars. And the government has actually completely taken away all import tax on electric vehicles coming into Iceland. So they're really trying to encourage people to import electric cars here in a bid to try to make things more environmentally friendly. It's really interesting actually, and they are actually projecting that hybrid and fully electric cars are going to dominate the market within the next decade here in Iceland. Not only that, but then they also have these electric scooters, and you see electric bicycles as well. I've started to see those driving around. So it's interesting that they're taking the whole sustainability aspect and they're sort of getting a different sort of viewpoint on this. And they're actually creating new charging points all over the place, and they are really actively trying to get charging points more in the countryside as well, so that electric cars are also accessible in the countryside, not just within the city area over here in Reykjavík. And if you think about it, 100% of the energy here in Iceland comes from renewable sources, right? Geothermal energy. So for them, having electric vehicles is actually a very clean option because they get their electricity from a clean source. And they're really, really trying to push that. So that's actually really nice and interesting. So I'm getting different viewpoints here, that things aren't always as clear-cut and simple as you might think, especially considering I come from a Nordic country as well, where we have a different approach to it. So I think it would be nice for us to be able to learn from each other. But at the moment, I've only really been in Reykjavík in my own little circle here. Definitely looking forward to planning a few trips. Definitely looking forward to going hiking, as well as going to some of the hot pools and springs. Ooh, another cyclist. It's a good day today. But yeah, I'm going to be here for 4 months at least, so I'll definitely be able to get to see more. So fortunately not too much excitement to be able to report just yet, but don't worry, I'll keep you posted.